This video and all content on this channel is performed by a pest control professional, and it is always recommended to hire a pest control pro in your area to perform any pest control in or outside your home. Pesticides can harm you and your loved ones. Anyone who is performing the information in this video is doing so at their own risk. If you decide to try the info provided in this video, please always check with the local laws in your area and read the labels of any product you use. The label is the law.
Hey everybody, this is Jason Akers again with Green Acres Pest Control, and today I want to talk about the legality of treating for bed bugs. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you really like it, consider subscribing to the channel. So I get a lot of messages every day from all over the world, locally, pertaining to bed bugs. I guess because of my presence here on YouTube, a lot of people call me. And I want to apologize for the condition of this video. My camera is shaky because I'm holding it with my hand because I don't have a mount on this side of the car. I've injured my back. My son is driving everywhere today. And so I thought, what is a better time than to try to make a video for you guys explaining to you about what is legal when treating for bed bugs. So a lot of exterminators are giving people excuses. They're telling them, we will not treat your house unless you have a bed bug. Unless you can show us a bed bug, a casing, a blood spot, a poop stain, whatever, we're not going to service your house for bed bugs. One lady actually told me that the exterminator told her that it's illegal to treat for bed bugs if they can't find signs of bed bugs. And this can't be farther from the truth. So, what is legal? What is illegal? What's against the law? So when you're treating for an insect and you have a pesticide that you're using for a bug, you're trying to kill a bug, you have to, if the label doesn't allow for the treatment of that certain bug, then you're not allowed to use that chemical. That's why at the beginning of all of my videos, I say the label's the law, you have to follow the label. It's like when people take antifreeze and use it to kill a cat or a dog or, some kind of a possum or a raccoon or something like that. That's illegal because antifreeze is only labeled to be used in your automobile for coolant in your engine. It's not supposed to be used to kill animals. You don't kill animals with antifreeze. That's against the law. It's against the law to use rat poison to kill anything other than rats and mice. That's against the law because it's labeled for rats and mice. It's not labeled for, anything but rats and mice. If a pesticide is labeled to be used for, let's say, ants and spiders, and then you turn around and use it for bed bugs, and bed bugs are not on the label, and you even put that on your paper, you say, hey, I'm treating this house for bed bugs, this is the chemical that I used, that's illegal. That is against the law. So you need to understand that you have to follow the law when you use pesticides. You'll get better results if you follow the label. The label is written a very specific way for different kinds of insects. Now, I have a lot of pesticides that I use that are considered general use pesticides. They have a long list of all kinds of bugs that you can treat for. If I'm treating a house for ants and bed bugs die, I'm not technically treating the house for bed bugs. I'm treating the house for ants. And the chemical just happens to kill bed bugs too, even if it's not on the label. That's not illegal. Now, if I treat a house for bed bugs, let's say you have a bed bug problem, you call me, I come to your house, you swear you have bed bugs, you know that you have bed bugs, then is it illegal for me to treat your house if I personally have not seen evidence of bed bugs, if I haven't found bed bugs, if I haven't found blood drops or whatever? Is it legal for me to still treat your house for bed bugs, even though I have found no signs of bed bugs? And the answer is absolutely 100% yes. You can treat a house for bed bugs even if you have not found signs of bed bugs. People do this all the time. It's called prevention. It's like saying, can I treat a daycare for black widow spiders, even though the daycare has never had black widow spiders? Yes, that's called prevention because people don't want their children to go to daycare and get bit by a black widow spider. Can I treat restaurants for cockroaches, even though a restaurant does not have cockroaches? Yes, because cockroaches get into restaurants all the time. Just because the restaurant doesn't have roaches now, you as a consumer, if you want to go to a restaurant, you want to make sure you don't take cockroaches home with you. So you go get some Chinese takeout, or you don't want to take roaches home with you. So that's prevention. That's called being a preventative pest control technician. You need to be preventative. You need to practice prevention. So if you go into a house and someone has a bed bug problem, they're sure it's bed bugs. It's not. Maybe it isn't bed bugs. Maybe it is bed bugs. Maybe you just can't find them yet. I've been behind I went to one job one time, and I went behind 3 different exterminators, all of which said the customer did not have bed bugs. They could not find any bed bugs in the house. My son was 12 years old. He's nearly 18 now. My son was 12 years old. And within 10 minutes of us arriving on the stop, Rory found bed bugs. Okay, where 3 professionals failed, Rory, the 12-year-old, found bed bugs. So just because you don't find bed bugs, just because you don't see bed bugs, doesn't mean they're not there. So another story is I went out to a house to service for bed bugs. The lady said she had bed bugs 3.5 hours away from my house, because I do statewide bed bugs in Virginia. I had drove 3.5 hours to get to her house. She did not find any bed bugs at all in her home. So we treated her home for bed bugs. I was there for 3 hours. I couldn't find any bed bugs either. She called me 3 days after I left the house and said she had found bed bugs that had crawled out and died in her home. So just because you don't find bed bugs doesn't mean the bed bugs are not there. Prevention is key. Prevention is the same as elimination. If the bed bugs are in the house and they come out and you've treated the house preventatively, you will kill your bed bug problem. So don't believe when these guys come out and they say, oh, it's illegal. We can't treat for bed bugs if you don't have bed bugs. Maybe it's a company policy. It doesn't have anything to do with the law. The law is not you can't treat. That's not what the law says. That's not true. And now it may be different in your area. Maybe your area is different from mine. But in the state of Virginia where I live, that has never been an issue. Prevention is actually one of the best tools for exterminators. That is what we do. We practice preventative pest control. We want to try to keep bugs out of buildings, out of your restaurants, out of your hospitals, out of your, and just because the place does not have bugs doesn't mean they don't need pest control. Prevention is key. I've got another customer that I service. It's a rental home on Smith Mountain Lake. I've been doing her home, servicing her home since I was 12 years old. I'm 41 years old now. I go to her house every single month. She has had people bring bed bugs into her home, renting her home twice. And the bed bugs were not able to get a foothold in her home because I had treated it preventatively for bed bugs. The bed bugs did get in the house. People brought them in on their luggage. The bed bugs crawled out of the luggage. They got into the pesticide residue that I already had in the house, and they died. They did not infest the house. I tell people all the time, even if you're going to do it yourself, you want to practice prevention. If you treat your home preventatively for bed bugs, cockroaches, ants, silverfish, yes, the bugs may still get in the house, but when they get in there, they die before they live there. You don't want them to live there. So when an exterminator tells you we can't treat your house because it's illegal, I would look at hiring somebody else, because that's not true. That's couldn't be further from the truth. And it's bad business practice, honestly. You don't lie to your customers. I don't know why that would be a company policy, or why they would, they wouldn't want to sell the work. Because they're in the business of making money, right? That's the whole point, is to make money. So I just can't wrap my head around why an exterminator would not want to take care of your problem just because they can't find the bugs the day they're there. Do you know how many termite jobs I've been on, how many termite inspections I've been on where I found, the house didn't have any live termites in it at all. 2-3 days later, the termites were there. Just because they're not in the house the day you're there doesn't mean they're not there. I did a house one time. This was a it just was a termite inspection I had to do. I did find signs. I did find a little termite tunnel about that long. I broke it open, and there was nothing in the termite tunnel. And so I assumed the termites were gone, that there were no termites in the house that day. There probably weren't any termites in the house at all. But to err on the side of caution, I told the guy, I said, we need to come tomorrow and we need to go ahead and treat the house for termites, because I did find a tunnel. Even though I found no termites, no active termites at all in the house. So I came back the next day and I treated the house. The tunnel had been rebuilt and it was full of termites. So just because you don't find the bugs the day you're there doesn't mean the bugs don't exist. Okay? So hopefully this will send home the truth and you guys will understand that prevention is key. Prevention is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful tool. It's probably one of the most important tools in an exterminator's toolbox. You need to practice prevention. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you really like it, consider subscribing to the channel. Thursday nights we go live. I answer all your questions about bugs. And so if you want to stop by, I've got a Skype number I pay for, so you can call and you can ask me if you want, on to where everybody can hear you, kind of like a call-in radio show. I have no problem if you want to do that. I love to talk to people. I love to hang out with everybody in my chats. And so anyway, hopefully this video will help you. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. If you've ever had this problem where an exterminator, has told you I won't provide service because I can't find a bug, I would love to hear from your comments below. Please leave me a comment and let me know. Y'all have a great day. I appreciate it. And if you're an exterminator and your company practice is not to do the job if you don't find a bug, I'd like to know. I'd like to know if this is a company policy. Maybe you live in a state where it is illegal to treat. Let me know. I'm curious, because Virginia's not that way. And most of the states that I travel through all the time, down to Florida and back and up into New England and stuff, it's not that way there either. So let me know. I'm curious. Y'all have a good one, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.